younger, I wasn't doing very well in school.
It's not just about good grades, it's about being smart on your feet.
Hi, I'm Seyi Banigbe, and you're welcome to Binging with GameChangers, where we delve into the minds of people with celebrated careers and brands, so we're able to shatter the sort of ceilings they've been able to shatter and do big things, basically. Before we get into the show, how have you been? I have been okay. And I've been thinking and wondering, actually, guys, why are Nigerian mothers so dramatic? Why? I don't know if I'm one of them yet, but my mom takes the cake. I remember growing up, you know, we'd all be in the sitting room and we'd just hear someone screaming, ah, Michael, Jacob, Gabriel, Elijah, you know, and we'll run to the kitchen. What's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? A cat just passed. A cat just passed, and you called Gabriel, Moses, Elijah, Michael. And by the way, mommy, those were not even the names you were meant to call if you're a Christian. Hit me up on social media and share some of your funny moments with me. I know all of us have we have the mothers. I know we all do. At the BWG show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I want to hear from you. I'd love to read from you. When we return, we'll be meeting our game changers. See you in a bit. Welcome back to the show. Our game changer today is someone I know you guys would love to hear from. She's young and she's changing the game in Nigeria's film industry. She's the producer, writer, and director of one I think is a Nigerian blockbuster, Isoken. We have today with us Jadesola Osiberu. Hi, Jade. So nice to have you here with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
That's your welcome song, Living That Form. Tell me about that. You obviously love alternative songs or music.
I do, and I like the message of the song. You should.
What's it about?
It's about. It was written years ago, and I think at the time there was a lot of Christians in Darfur. I think they had like a family.
Okay.
So it was basically it's a very inspirational song about them believing in themselves and that you shall rise from all of this.
So like, is it like you're driving to work in the morning and you're singing, like you're listening to it, or is it when you're going to bed?
Sometimes, because even I need that message of you shall rise. Don't worry,
I know Nigeria. We all like. You need it, yeah. So I understand.
Yeah.
How are you doing? You look good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And congratulations on this success.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. You know, I was reading up on you, and if there's anything that stuck out, you know, so quick was the fact that you sort of knew what you wanted to do quite early.
I did.
What made it so easy for you? How are you so sure so fast?
I think because, for a long time when I was younger, I wasn't doing very well in school. Up until, I think, probably GSS3. And what changed was that I started doing well in the arts. So I started writing stage plays in school and directing them and all of that. And that's when I then started to do very well at school, actually, and became like an A-star, student. So I realized that I found a lot of happiness from writing and directing.
Okay.
And so very early on, that's what I wanted to explore that. But then, Nigerian parents now, they were like, no, that's not possible. Both of my parents are engineers. My mom is an electrical engineer, my dad is a computer engineer. And I was doing well in physics, math, all of these subjects. So they were like, you have to go and study engineering.
Really?
So I went to study, electrical engineering.
How do they feel?
Roundabout way. They now know they're super proud now and they're very happy. I think for them it was a fear. Back then, this is what, 15 years ago? I can't remember, secondary school. Their fear was that you would just
it's not lucrative in
exactly.
Nigeria.
What would you do for money? This is a hobby. What seemed more feasible was a career in engineering at the time, so that's why they advised that.
Amazing. So I've hired several people to handle from my various companies, social media, digital marketing, and all of that. You were hired into GTV's digital marketing department, and then there was a TV station was created. Tell me about that. Like, who does that? How did that happen?
Funny enough, the person who introduced us, you were saying, buddy. So GT Bank had this, we changed MDs. The former MD passed away, and a new MD was appointed. And he wanted to re-strategize for the next few years for GT Bank. So they wanted to become very aggressive, become the most profitable bank in Nigeria, but also around Africa. And so I was selected to be part of this team of young people. We did a test, and a few of us were selected to be part of the team supervised by KPMG that would develop this strategy going forward. When we were done with that, I think I felt more a part of the bank and the bank's vision. So I then came up with this idea for Ndani TV, pitched it to the MD, who had been like presenting to a few times during that project, and he was like, okay, this sounds really exciting. Nobody else.
How old were you when you did that?
26, I think. Or
wow.
25. Yeah.
What made you so bold? That's wow.
I also said that particular project was really good in that we were interacting a lot with top management in the bank. And in fact, apparently, most of them thought I worked for KPMG. They said I was so confident the way I used to talk. They just thought I was a consultant, apparently. Wow. So it was. I mean, what was particularly exciting was that GT Bank allowed me to manage it. Like I didn't have production experience or whatever, and they were just like, you know what, I believe in you. Go and, you know.
How did, because you get in and then we're watching, like I watched every season of Gidi Up, Jade.
Thank you.
So that was you, and you said you didn't have any production experience.
I didn't have production experience, however, I always...
So what did you do?
I've been a massive media consumer. I feel like that's part of how I've taught myself, because I've not been to film school or anything. However, I'm constantly researching, constantly like consuming.
Google is your friend.
Exactly.
Cousin.
So when I was selecting a team, I kind of knew what I wanted from that team, and I was very lucky to actually select a very, very strong team of like cinematographers. In fact, all of them ended up being people who were doing everything. We were a very small team, we were a very effective team, as it were. So yeah.
So what I hear you saying is you had an idea, you had a vision, but you hired the right people.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I bet while they were working, you were learning as well. And that was school for you.
Of course. I mean, they were teaching me and I was teaching them. But yeah, they were, and I was just learning like all the time. Like earlier when I was saying to you, you sound like you're already in production. I imagine that's what's happening with you as well.
Yes. So say I catch you at home on a Saturday, you're going nowhere and you're in front of the TV, what would you be binging on? Hold that thought.
Okay.
When we return, Jade will be telling us exactly what she binge watches on Saturdays. See you in a bit. Welcome back to the show, and we are still speaking with Jadesola Osiberu. I'm feeling her because she's just inspiring me, you know, giving me ideas, strategy. I mean, I just love someone that is able to, at 26, she started a TV station for a bank. That's major.
Thank you.
I'm glad to know you.
Thank you.
I'm privileged. Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, what you mean, but thank you.
I took my husband, well, I'll say I took, yes. I made him take me to the cinema for our anniversary recently to watch Isoken.
Oh, thank you.
And I cried.
Oh.
I know. Has anybody told you that they cried?
Yes, a few like...
Yeah, I think I'm that much of a romantic. Like, I think it was when the white guy was confessing his love. I was like, oh, this is true love. You shouldn't go with bad love. Like, that was amazing. What did you set out to achieve with that movie?
I think for me it was important. In Nigeria, I'm sure almost every woman knows, if it's not pressure to get married, it's pressure to have children, and it's pressure for something, your career. So I think that as a society in Nigeria, generally, we like people to fit into boxes. So this is the idea of success. You're married by a certain age. First of all, you go to school, get it. Now it's a master's. You get a master's, get married, have children by a certain age. And so once you haven't done that, everybody's sort of afraid for you, and they're constantly putting you under pressure. Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? And not only that, they sort of ascribe value to you. So she's not married by 35. Something's wrong with her. She's damaged in a certain way, or nobody will ever. And I think what happens then it's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing because women themselves then start to put themselves under pressure, and sometimes will overlook many different multitude of sins that you would probably not overlook if you weren't under that much pressure, and you end up putting yourself in all sorts.
So you wanted to tell that story, and educate, and
it was important to then do that, but in a funny, like in a way in which people would be entertained and still, get a lesson at the end of the day. So that for me, I had seen a lot of women I know personally, even I struggle with that.
I struggled with it as well.
Exactly. But so how do you tell this story in a way that it's accessible to a number of people, to a lot of people? So that's why... That's
beautiful. So you're solving Nigerian problems with movies.
Well, at least trying to tell Nigerian stories.
Lovely. Thank you for what you did for Nigerian fashion in that movie. I think you slayed. Like, I was proud, and I was a beneficiary. Yes, they wore bland to glam jewelry. Like, I kept nudging my husband when I see bland to glam jewelry, and I was like, so how would the owner of the movie feel if I'm this excited just to see? How did you feel watching the movie the first time? Like,
I don't know. That's the thing. So I wrote the film 3 years ago. I was a different person, and so when I see it now, all I see is, oh my God. I don't see it like you guys. I see it like, you've grown past the work that you've done like in the past. So no, it's fine. I'm happy.
Okay, so I was asking you, you're home on a Saturday, binge watching. Right. What program or what programs would it be?
It depends. Sometimes Game of Thrones is back on now, so I definitely watch Game of Thrones a lot.
Okay, what else?
The last thing I saw, funny enough, I'm seeing The Good Wife yet again. I saw it before, but I'm watching it again. What's the one? Mad Men. I really like Mad Men.
Oh, so you're a movie person, apparently.
Yes, I am.
No, I mean, reality.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sad, right? It's bad.
Okay. I actually can't stand it.
I know, it's not healthy. I know, but when I really want to tell myself, Seyi, you have worked hard.
You let yourself.
Going to watch TV is
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it for me.
So which ones do you watch?
Can we not?
Kim Kardashian.
No, I didn't say so.
And The Real Wives.
Okay, no, so I actually like this guy, David Torreira, something about, he's an event planner, it's on BET. Okay. I like that a lot. So I like it to be a bit educative, like maybe I'm following your career or your business. I liked Kimora a lot when she was, so things like that basically. How cumbersome was it getting funding from BOI, Bank of Industry?
It took a while because they had just started the fund then, so they were giving to people who were already established, the Kunle Afonlayo, MME Song, these people that already they had track record. Me, I was the first time filmmaker, so it was a bit of a struggle. It took about almost 2 years to get the loan.
But when I say cumbersome, what stretched you about it? Was it just the timing?
It was mostly the timing, to be honest, because, well, half and half. I had applied and given them all the documents that they had requested for, and for a long time they just weren't really getting back to me as such. And when they finally did, they had these terms for like an unsecured loan that for me just weren't favorable. Like they would select who your equipment supplier would be and pay them directly. They would be the ones who would choose your post-production house and pay them directly. That didn't sit well for me, so it then became
an issue.
I had to then get collateral to secure the loan.
I see.
So that's what made it a bit more cumbersome.
So what I hear you saying is, like a random person can actually walk in and secure and get an unsecured loan. It's just that there's a lot of terms they would have to like.
I don't know about random. They would.
When I say random, of course, you must have some level of qualification. Because obviously, I feel what you had done with GTB would have given you like soft landing with them.
Sure, but the thing is, I hadn't done it for myself, and I didn't have business track record. So
you had done it for someone. Okay, I get what
they still need it as a bank. You would need to see that this person has brought in money. And,
so the numbers, not the production now.
No, exactly. So on the business side, I hadn't done that for myself, which was I think was a
so how were you able to convince them? Okay, I'm going to make a move. And
once I brought the collateral,
they didn't care.
It wasn't as much of an issue any longer because.
So someone is watching and thinking, okay, I'm going to go to BOI and I don't have collateral. What would you tell the person to do?
I would say just be patient with the process and just be patient with the process and listen to the advice. The thing is, the BOI is actually very serious about Nollywood, and so they're doing a lot more now. Yeah. Okay,
and if there was no BOI, what would have been your plan B for funding?
I don't know, actually. Serious? Yeah, because it was tough. This was right now Nollywood is very exciting.
Yeah,
this was 2014, 2015. Nobody, everybody was turning me down. So it wasn't as though, now in fact, I'm getting phone calls.
Can you imagine that? And that's why it's just good to that one thing, do it. Nobody might be sponsoring you or anything, but do whatever it takes to do it. And then everybody
there are a lot more opportunities. People are bringing up mutual funds and putting money together for the industry. A lot more banks. Access Bank, for instance, has a Nollywood targeted loan as well. So yeah.
You made 55 million naira in 10 days. Yes. Was that expected? When you
I mean, half and half. So the thing is, the industry, after Wedding Party and AY's film, once anybody releases any trailer that looks exciting, everybody's like, oh my God, you're going to break box office, you're going to break box office. But when I was releasing that, I was very careful because I knew that this film was, first of all, targeted at women. So it's not like it's like a segment, not like a mass. So I knew what it was about. However, it was also still exciting because summertime also is a struggle. So at the time, it was a rainy period and all sorts of things. So yeah, it was exciting, it was good. And so far, the numbers have been very good.
Oh, I'm happy for you. There's something like, doing what you love and then making money while doing it.
Thank you.
Well done.
And we're still looking to sell a bit more.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you were at Channels Television at the time, and I know that you were there as a trainee journalist, and you moved, I know, in between, before or after, you were also with an engineering firm, before you then, moved to GTB. That's a bit unusual for someone making movies today. What would be your recommended career path, or more like career growth, framework for someone that would want to make great movies like you in the future in Nigeria?
I would say if you know pretty early on what you want to do, the climate is different now. I probably went through that path because at the time, as I was mentioning earlier, filmmaking didn't seem like a viable career option. So engineering jobs were more readily available, and I had an engineering degree. So that was why I did that. Channels was an NYSC job, so I was trying it out at the time. If you now know that you already want to be a filmmaker, I would say if you can afford to go to film school, definitely go to film school. If you can't, try to gain experience. There's a lot of work now. Try to gain some experience.
Like
get a
on
job.
sets or what?
Yeah, get a job. So if you finished your first degree and it wasn't in filmmaking, try to get a job as a production assistant and start to like rise up the ranks. I would say on-set experience is probably much more valuable.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. If you want to write, start writing and send your work out as much as possible, or at least try to approach people if you think your work is good. Do a lot of research, learn, download scripts.
Send out good work.
Yeah.
Because you said write scripts and send it out. But
no, I said if you think your work is good.
Yeah.
If you honestly, or try to get feedback from people. That's the first level. Just try to get feedback. If your feedback is that it's not so strong, don't take it personally. Download a lot of scripts because a lot of Hollywood scripts are actually available online.
Really?
Yeah, download them, read them, see what's happening, syntax, style-wise, story structure-wise, what's happening. Doing a lot of research. That's how you improve.
Amazing. Jade, you sound like the internet has helped you a lot.
It has. That's where I've learned everything that I've done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's been amazing chatting with you. I'm inspired.
Thank you.
And I know that the film industry in Nigeria is not going to be the same because we have Jadesola Osiberu playing in it. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
But yes, you're coming back. When we return though, we'll be meeting our corporate game changer for today. See you in a bit.